So the first question was, how do I feel about losing this much weight? And I went through and answered these on like paper first to make sure I didn't forget to say something that I thought was important. So forgive me if I'm looking at the paper, but you really don't just wake up one day and feel like go, oh my gosh, I feel fantastic. It's so different. At least I didn't. It's such a gradual process. You know what I mean? Um, I just a couple of days ago, like not even the day that I hit 200 pounds down, which um, I actually weighed myself on Monday. I usually only weigh on Fridays, but Monday I felt like I had hit it and I had to check. So I allowed myself that one fluctuation in my weekly weighing schedule and checked, and yeah, I had lost that much. But it wasn't that day. It wasn't the next day, but the day after that, I really started to feel like proud of myself. And it seems strange, I'm sure, that I've gotten to 200 pounds down and I'm just now starting to feel proud of myself. But I mean, the fact is, this is really hard for me to wrap my brain around. I mean, every time in my life that I have tried to lose a significant amount of weight, I have lost 75 pounds, and I've done it through dieting and exercise and lifestyle changes and all these different things. But I would lose 75 pounds. I would get frustrated. My body would start holding on to weight like it was going out of style. It wouldn't let me lose anymore. I would plateau and I would sit there forever. And then finally I would get frustrated and I would give up. And I would put the weight back on plus a little more. So my entire weight and dieting history is little snippets of staying in normal weight for a long time. Not a normal weight, but staying a stable weight for a long time. Dieting, losing 75 pounds, gaining 100 pounds, or like 125 pounds or 150 pounds, and my weight just going up and up and up till it decides to plateau again. But it would take a long time to get to a plateau. So, yeah. So the fact that I'm 200 pounds down now, like I can't deny that I'm way far away from that 75-pound mark now. Like I left it in the dust like a long time ago. um, but I can't help feeling like any second it's going to fall apart, which is terrible, and I shouldn't feel this way. And I'm actually working with my counselor about feeling this way, to be honest with you. But I feel like I'm going to blow it because every time in my life that I've ever tried to lose weight, I've messed it up again. And I can talk all day long about all the all the metabolic and hormonal and chemical things that your body does to encourage you to put back on weight, and that's all true. But at the end of the day, I was still the same person that I am now when I put on all that weight again, when it all came back. And that scares me because I'm not a different person. I haven't had a brain transplant. I'm not magically some more like, I don't want to say disciplined, but I'm not magically some better person. So what makes me think that this time is it? You know, what makes me think that this time it's going to fully work and that I'm going to get to where I want to go, that I'm going to achieve my goals, and that I'm not going to just gain all the weight back. Um, and you know, I was actually talking with my therapist about that this week, and she said, "Well, you may not feel like you're a different person, but um, you are in a different place. You're in a different place environmentally. You're living in a new country. You have a husband for support, who is wonderful, by the way. Like I don't know what I'd do without him. Um, you and other factors about you have changed. The way, like one of the primary family members that I was having to deal with in regards to my eating disorder isn't around anymore. Not having her to say negative things to me, to call out my flaws, to point out where any efforts I've made aren't good enough yet. Not having that sort of negative environment, I think, has made a huge difference. Um, and I mean, also this time I have surgery to help me. Granted, that help is, um, it's not significantly permanent. I mean, definitely my stomach will always be smaller. It will never be the size it was. But if I really wanted to, I could eat my way around it. I could gain weight. People do gain weight back with the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, even more so than some other surgeries, which is why I actually wanted a different surgery. But um, you know, when they do gain weight back, we're talking from keeping off 75% of their excess weight to keeping off 50% of their excess weight. So, and again, these are averages. These are average people. And as my therapist pointed out, they're probably people who aren't availing themselves of all the resources that I am availing myself of. I'm making sure that I do absolutely everything in my power to do really well in this, dealing with the emotional aspects of it through therapy, and you know, making sure I have a really good support system. And I don't know, I feel differently about it this time. I feel like I am I feel like I'm focused on health this time instead of weight loss. And I have goals. Like, there's a reason that I'm doing this, not just to lose weight, not to look better, not so that people stop being mean to me or anything like that, but because I actually want to improve my health, and there are tangible goals that I have. So all of these things make it different. And so I just need to really allow myself to have faith in myself, if that makes sense. Allow myself to know that, yes, this can be different. This doesn't have to go the same way that it always has previously. I can succeed. And every day, when I make the right choices, is one day more of evidence that I can succeed. So, yeah. I'm, like I said, I'm starting to feel proud of myself, and that's major for me. So, a little bit of serious honesty there for you. Okay, so this first Q&A video with just one question has gotten long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. If you liked it, tell me what you think, or in the comments below, or give me a thumbs up. And you should go watch my second Q&A video. The next question I'm answering is things that have changed for me, which I took to mean what people in the WLS community or weight loss community call NSVs, non-scale victories. So if you want to know what has changed about my life since I've lost 200 pounds, go watch that video. See you in a minute.